Was cracking? It's your homeboy again. I'm gonna be doing something kind of cool this week. For anybody out there that's not hip to all these vinyl clubs that are on the internet, let me recommend my favorite one, and it is my favorite for a few reasons. I'm gonna show you guys why right now. And the club is Vinyl Me Please. I'm sure everybody in the vinyl community is super hip to them. They got super high quality pressings. Their sound quality, the quality of the sleeves, everything. I mean, down to the discs. So let's get right into it. So first off, I'm gonna show you the first one that I got from them, which is MF Doom's Food. This is an insanely great album from beginning to end. I really don't have a choice of my favorite song, but I wanted to show you guys the way that the pressings are made. So this particular record is green, and this other one is white. Now this album pretty much deals with food, really. Like all the songs have some kind of reference to food, and it's really well done. The production is top notch. This particular pressing has an amazing sound quality. I've probably listened to it like 1,000 times already, and I just don't get tired of it. It only gets better and better every time I listen to it. So MF Doom's Food. If you can find this shit, cause I haven't even seen it on their site. I constantly go on there and look for their upcoming pressings. So the next one I'm gonna show you is Doggy Style from Snoop Dogg, his first album. Now this one came up on the last video, but it was in a completely different context. So this one, if you see the vinyl, is actually like a splattered green, brown, and white. Again, super high quality. I just wish they would do a pressing that has G's up, hose down. But you know, I guess you'll never get that until you. I don't know. I don't know when. Anyways, moving along. Ready to Die from Notorious B.I.G. Again, this one came up on the last video, but I really wanted to show you how the vinyl was splattered with white and red. Awesome looking. When it spins, it looks beautiful. Next one. Now this one was a bit obscure to me. Not that I'd never heard of the Goody Mob, but I was never really into their music until I bought this. And this album is, again, this is great. This is great music right here. I mean, Atlanta based. Like they're the ones that pretty much started the whole Dungeon family thing, like them and Outkast. Another great one. Vinyl Me Please did an awesome job. One that I really never expected to buy, De La Soul's 3 Feet and Rising. So anybody that's known me in the past always heard me say one thing about De La Soul. They were corny, right? And I pretty much, they kind of came through to me in this documentary that I watched on Netflix. I forget, one of those hip hop history ones. And I heard the track Plug 20, which I never really heard it before because I never really gave them a fair chance. But I gave them a fair chance, and this album just fucking, it's awesome. So I highly recommend this album. All right, moving on to the next one. Now this is like the first one. This is like the one that made me want to jump on this club was this pressing of Lord Willing by Clipse. I just saw a commercial for them on the internet, and they had that first track. I don't remember what the name of the track is. I know it's on the back of it, but yeah, this particular pressing is on it's on like this, I don't know, teal indigo. I don't know the color, but again, high quality. It's got all their good early songs. And let me see, another one. Living Legends. So Living Legends is super underground. I'm surprised that Vinyl Me Please even consider them, because they're super underground. If you recognize this guy right here, that's Merce. From, I think he's on like Hip Hop DX or one of those channels, but yeah. Great album too. One of my good friends from back in the day was a huge fan of them. That's the only reason why I even knew about them. Now this is like their most recent one, right? Riding Dirty from UGK. I actually just got this one like last week. That one and the Living Legends. I got them both together. So Vinyl Me Please is their customer service is very, very good, right? So let me give you a little story about this particular album that I got from them. So I get an email from them because I canceled my subscription. I don't do the month-to-month thing because, of course, I'm not gonna buy something from them every single month. You know, it's like $29 a month, and you only get one record, which is a little steep. But like I've shown you, the quality is where everything counts, right? So they send me an email and they tell me, hey, you got a free album if you come back and buy something from us. So, of course, I'm like, wow, I get 2 records for the price of one, so screw it. You know, I just jumped on it, and I wound up getting this one for free when I bought Living Legends. So I was very thrilled because this was pretty expensive, actually. I think it's $36 or $40 for just this record. And look at that splatter. It's awesome. So that's how I got that one. Now there's 2 more. And this is a huge, huge record from when I was in high school. 400 Degrees. Right, so I graduated in 2000. When I was in, I think a junior or senior in high school, man, there was nowhere you could go without hearing this album. And I actually found pressings of it, like the early pressings, but they look like this. They look like singles, right? So this is one of their pressings for Guerrilla Warfare. And they all look like this, right? There's like Cash Money didn't really spend money on their vinyl. So, I mean, Vinyl Me Please said, hey, we got this shit. So, if you can see right here, they have like all these little sparkly, glittery little textures on it. And, I mean, the record itself is beautiful. It's like this, like a lemon yellow, kind of translucent. Yeah, beautiful pressing. And last but not least, my favorite Cash Money album, Hot Boys, Guerrilla Warfare. Again, this album and 400 Degrees came out around the same time. I think they might be a few months apart, maybe even a year, I'm not sure. But this is pretty much the first album that I ever heard from Cash Money, and I was in love with their shit. So when 300 Degrees came out, I was all over it. And again, you can see the great quality of the pressing. All of them, really. Like I showed you, Cash Money didn't really put any money into their vinyl, and so now Vinyl Me Please did it for them, and they probably did it better. So, you know, that's my little ode to Vinyl Me Please. I highly recommend them. I'm not getting paid by them to do this shit at all. I would never just recommend you guys some garbage. So keep that in mind. I actually recorded this video last night while I was real drunk. If I get 10 comments saying you want to see it, I'll post it up. But oh my god, it was embarrassing, so I had to redo it. Any case, you guys have a good night, and I mean, fucking go on the internet and find out what you might find from Vinyl Me Please. They got everything. They got all kinds of music. It's not just hip hop. Actually, I think they have very little hip hop. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna let you motherfuckers go. Y'all motherfuckers have a good night.